Namaste everyone. Welcome to our second day's program, Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya, Season 6. Yesterday you learned the basics of the Huffing Technique and then some slightly more advanced versions of the Kriya along with the Krishna's Flute maneuver. The Krishna's Flute maneuver is a very, very powerful technique. But it's always better to go slow. तो पहले normal huffing कर लीजिए, फिर थोड़ा squeezing कर लीजिए, अलग-अलग pelvic region, lower abdomen इस तरह करके ऊपर की तरफ, and then उसके बाद में do it with the Krishna's flute maneuver. When you do that whole set, you will feel that your breathing is already lighter, and if your body is trying to throw out any phlegm, any mucus, that is very good. Throw out as much phlegm as you can. It will help you breathe much better. So that's very good. And the second part that we did after that was some part of the complete yogic breath. So if you have done your practices today, if you've done all that we have learned yesterday, that's very good. If not, maybe there are one or two new people today. So I'll just spend a few minutes trying to explain this to them. But before that, let's do our 3 ohms. Take a slow deep breath, keep your eyes closed, focus them lightly to the forehead. Take a full deep breath all the way from the bottom all the way up. So when you do the Omkar, if you feel the vibrations inside, that's very good. If you don't feel them yet, don't worry. You will start feeling them once your practices become deeper and your Sushumna opens a little more. You will begin to feel the vibrations. When you begin to feel the vibrations, it's going to be very, very useful because it's basically your Sushumna that is vibrating. And that means all your 7 chakras, 7 major chakras, they're all vibrating along with the Sushumna. So it creates a very nice environment inside you and brings you a lot of rewards, which you will notice over time. So that is as far as the Omkar is concerned. Let's start with the Huffing Technique. We'll just go over that once again. The very simple part of the Huffing Technique, the first part is you take a full breath. And then when you do the ha, you expel as much air as you can. Then stop, relax your belly. Wait a moment and then repeat. Very simple. The only thing you have to focus is when you do the huff, try to bring the huff from the lowest portion, from the pelvic region, all the way up, ideally up along the spine. If you're bringing your breath up along the spine, that's going to be very good. Even if it's not happening, let your mind tell your body to do this. That is all we need to do. So very simple. Take a full deep breath, fill it up from the lowest all the way up. And then go. Stop. Relax your belly. Wait a moment. Repeat. Stop. Relax your belly. Don't breathe. Repeat. Stop. Relax the belly. Repeat. Again, repeat. So you can do this 3, 4, 5, 6 times, as much as you like. Don't force it, especially in the beginning. Do not force anything. Let your body be comfortable with what you're doing. Let it seem to be in a pleasant way. As you go deeper into the practice over a few weeks, if you feel you can add a little pressure, you can handle the pressure well, there is no negative reaction from your body, then you can add a little more pressure. You can add a little more squeeze. You can actually squeeze very, very tightly, but don't do it at first. Let your body become used to it and then do it. And then observe. If a tight squeeze is giving you good results, do it. If a tight squeeze is not giving you good results, back off. See, you have to understand your body. You have to understand what your body is saying, the messages that it is giving, the reactions that it is showing. Work with that. Your body is your ally. It's not your enemy. It's something that you will use in a way that brings you good results. Once again, slow, deep breath. Fill it up all the way. And then go. Stop. Relax the belly. Wait a moment. Repeat. Again, same. Relax the belly. Repeat. Again, relax the belly. Repeat. And then take a full breath. Very simple. Now, when we do the relax your belly, you can add one more trick to the relax your belly. Sometimes when you want to relax your belly, it may or may not relax enough. You can actually, like, just sometimes अपन पेट फुलाते हैं, पेट निकालते हैं जैसे. You can intentionally do a little bit of that. Now, the advantage with this is going to be that you're jumping. It's a technique that I use in the Tridosha balancing program, but there's no harm if you do a little bit of it here as well. And when you do this, you will for the next half, your body will have a little more leverage to do the push. So you'll get good results. After doing this 4-5 times, we can do the next part with the squeezes at the different parts from the pelvic region, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, all the way up. So let's do it one more time. Just the normal one. Full deep breath and the half. Stop. Relax your belly. You can push it out if you like a little, and then repeat. Again, relax the belly. Repeat. Once again. And a slow deep breath in. So you've done this 3-4 times, 5 times, and your body is now ready with the next part, which is the squeezes. You can bring in the gentle squeezes, and then over the next couple of squeezes, add a little more pressure. Just a little more pressure. We build on this slowly, little by little, we'll keep building on it. Now, why do we need the pressure? See, your lungs are elastic. Your lungs are elastic and they can actually expand, contract quite a bit if we allow it, if we train it to. So when we do the squeeze, it's like, like a sponge. In many ways, your lungs are like a sponge. So like when you squeeze a sponge, what happens? Usme jo pani hota, it comes out. So similarly, when you do the squeeze here, it kind of does the same thing as in a sponge. It pushes out whatever is there extra, like the phlegm, the mucus, etc. Every little ounce of phlegm that you are able to throw out means you will breathe better, because after all, this phlegm is lining some part of your lungs. If it is lining some part of your lungs, then obviously somewhere it's not the lungs are not doing what they should be doing. Yes, Sumitra ji, you have a question. You raised a hand. Sumitra ji, you have a question, Sumitra ji? I think your microphone is not connected, so for some reason you can type your question if you like.
I have a question.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Is the squeeze from the pelvic floor area or is it from the lower abdomen? When you say so the lowest point.
At this moment, we are not using the pelvic floor. We use the pelvic floor during the Krishna's flute maneuver.
The flute. Okay. Thank you.
At this moment, we are using the squeeze at the pelvic region, the lower abdomen, etc., just to get that momentum going up. To get that, the sponge, moving the sponge, to squeeze out what we can from the lungs. Yes, David. Okay, great. So that's what we do. Once again, take a slow deep breath in. Sumita, you can write your question in the meanwhile. I'll respond to it later. Slow deep breath in. And go with a squeeze. Stop. Relax your belly. Squeeze. Stop. Relax your belly. Squeeze up. Again, relax your belly. Squeeze up. Slow deep breath in. If anything wants to come out, throw it out. So I don't know, Sumitra ji, if you are here. Yeah, but we are repeating some of what we have done yesterday, so you understand a little better. But your microphone is not connected, or for some reason I can't see it, so I won't be able to hear your questions. As long as you can hear me and understand, it's okay. So this is as far as the basic part of the huffing technique is concerned, with the next part, which is the squeeze. Now, like I said, like I was just saying a few minutes earlier, increase the amount of pressure you use with the squeezes gently. Do it slowly, build it up over time. You do not have to do everything in one day. You do not have to do everything even in a week or 10 days. You have enough time. Take your time, build on it, and then squeeze. The more you are able to bring in, in terms of squeeze, you will be able to throw out a little more phlegm. Every little ounce, every little extra bit of phlegm that you throw out will help you cleanse your lungs better. Now, not only the lungs are cleansed, your nadis are cleansed, and your sushumna is also cleansed. The process is slow, it's time consuming, but it gets the process started, and that's a very good thing. It will help you with your general health. It will help you with your spiritual work or activities and so on as well. So I hope this much is clear. And now let's go to the most powerful part of the Krishna's flute maneuver with the huffing technique. Slow deep breath in. Remember what we do? We take a slow deep breath in. We take a full breath starting at the lowest portion, like in a jar. When you fill a jar, the water goes to the lowest portion and then it rises, fills up all the way. That's what we do here. We allow the breath to go down to the pelvic region, fill up all the way, come all the way up. The only thing we do is when we allow the exhale, we are trying to channel the exhale from the lowest portion. Why are we trying to channel the exhale from the lowest portion? Because as we push from the lowest portion, it starts the cleansing throughout the nerves, throughout the nadis, throughout the particularly Sushumna, because the Sushumna runs up along the spine. So if you do this action, it starts the cleansing, it starts the pushing of stuff up and out along the Sushumna. It helps to clear not only the Sushumna, also the chakras. So different people will have different results depending on which chakra is cleansed, how much of your Sushumna is cleansed, and so on. Manju Ji Chabra is asking, high BP patients can do this huffing or any restrictions, please advise. I used to have high blood pressure. But I'm totally off high blood pressure medication now. I was on medication earlier. So what you do is observe. You monitor yourself. If your pressure rises a few points, it's really not an issue. If it rises a little more than desirable, stop. Wait for a while. Try again after some time. Monitor yourself. I have never had any problem with this, but if you feel that there is some problem, your body is reacting, slow down. Very standard instruction for everyone in every way. Any part of your body seems to be reacting negatively, stop for the moment. Don't give it up. Please understand this. Never give it up. Starting a good practice is very, very difficult. Sustaining a good practice is even more difficult. Giving it up is very easy. We give it up at drop of a hat. We just drop it on. Don't allow that to happen. Observe yourself, observe your body, time it, wait, try again, give yourself some time, but don't give up any good habit that you picked up. Sangeeta ji, please explain the Krishna's flute once again. Yeah, we haven't come to the Krishna's flute yet, so I'll explain that to you once again. So this is as far as Manju ji's question was concerned about high BP. Manju ji, with breath work, I have come off my high blood pressure medication. Belly breathing was the most important thing in this, at least in my understanding. So please practice belly breathing. I don't know whether you've seen the belly breathing video, but if you haven't shared if you haven't sent me a message, if you've not added yourself to the group, then chances are you don't know, but I'm giving you my number once again. You may please send your message here and give me your name and say Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya. I will add you to one of the Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya groups. I think everybody should do this, and I should add all of you to the Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya group, because that's a group meant specifically for this. So please just send me a message, or I'll see if I can send you the link as well. I hope that answers your question. Sangeeta ji, the Krishna's flute once again. Yeah, I'll explain that. Sumitra ji, are you clear so far? You can unmute and answer me. I'm a little concerned about you because this is your first time that you're listening to this. If you have any questions, I will clarify them for you. Sumitra ji. Okay, right. So you've done the basic part of the Krishna, of the huffing technique. You've done it with a little bit of squeezes. Regarding the squeezes, in the huffing technique, the breathing out is via the mouth, Priyaji. In the huffing technique only. In the next one, which is the complete yogic breath, only nose, in, out, both, only through the nose. But in the huffing technique, exhale through the mouth. You can actually open your mouth wide. In fact, if you like, when you do the huffing, you can contort yourself, make yourself look as ugly as you can. I'll give you an example. See how, let me see how ugly I can appear to you guys. I've taken a slow deep breath, and I'm going to squeeze with the squeeze and contort. Different things. I stick my tongue out, I move my face this way, move my tongue the other way. Because see, your lungs are a very large organ. Your lungs are, I was saying yesterday, the size of a tennis court. You know, the surface area of the lungs is as big as a tennis court. So there are many nooks and crannies. It has 5 lobes. So there are many corners, you know, starting all the way from here, all connected to your lungs and so on. Your tonsils, etc. They're all connected to your breathing apparatus and so on. We don't know what is hiding where, what kind of contamination or what kind of stuff is there that needs to be thrown out. So when you do this thing, you never know what may get cleared out. Pharyngitis, for example. Some people have pharyngitis issues, tonsillitis issues. They'll all start getting resolved slowly over time. Sometimes when you do this, you might get a sense that there is a little pain, a little ache, a little discomfort somewhere. If it's a small one, a little one, don't bother with it. It will clear out on its own. If it's a little more than that, back off for a while. Try it again later. David Loveji has shared the belly breathing video. So please, everyone, take a look at that, save that link and watch it. Now we come to the, thank you, David. And now we come to the huffing technique with the Krishna's flute maneuver. What do we do here? Slow, deep breath, full breath in. I always say slow, deep breath. Very important, because when we do a slow, deep breath, it is actually a fuller breath than it is normally. So a slow, deep breath. Keep your belly extremely relaxed. Take a full, deep breath. And then just as earlier, when you were doing the squeezes, when you do the huff this time, you will squeeze first at the Mooladhara. The Mooladhara is at the base, you know, the place where the legs fork out, just over there. In the case of women, it's a little higher. It's at the back of the uterus, so you'll get a sense of it. Otherwise, you can search it online. There'll be no problem. So, Mitra ji, you have a question? Namaste, Sumitra ji, you have a question? Can you hear me, Sumitra ji? Hello. Henry Koshashi, I don't know how to say that name. How do you squeeze? You use your inner muscles, you know, your diaphragm, your body has a lot of muscles, you know, small, big muscles. You just use them to do the squeeze. It's like you clench it. It's like you squeeze inside. Ooh, squeeze, squeeze. It just throws everything out. I hope that's clear, Henry. If it's not, please ask again. Sumitra ji, are you clear? Sumitra ji, are you clear? You'll have to turn on your microphone if you wish to say something. Ranjana ji, are you clear? Have you've forgotten something? Have you been able to get it back? Ranjana ji?
I got it.
Got it. Okay, great. Right. So now let's come to the Krishna's flute maneuver. Full deep breath. When you do the exhale, your first exhale is just a full exhale. Nothing to it. The second exhale, you will squeeze the Mooladhara. When we say squeeze the Mooladhara, it's like you gently lift the Mooladhara. That's all. Gentle, not too much pressure. You gently lift the Mooladhara. That's the engagement of the Mooladhara. Then you release it, relax your belly. With the second squeeze, you raise the Mooladhara and engage your Swadhisthana area. The Swadhisthana area will be about 2 finger breadths higher than the Mooladhara. That's all. Just about 2 finger breadths higher, you will come to the Swadhisthana area. So you will do a little bit of a squeeze over there. And then after that, a little higher, maybe so much higher than that will be your Manipura area. So this is how you build the squeezes. First squeeze is Mooladhara, then Mooladhara Swadhisthana, then Mooladhara Swadhisthana Manipura, and so on. All the 5 chakras still here. Some of you may even actually try it higher to the Agya and the Sahasrara. You can try it over time. Don't do it today. Otherwise, you might feel that your head is aching or something. So don't push it too much today. So let's try once again. Slow, deep breath. Keep your belly very relaxed. Very important. Keeping your belly relaxed. Just relax your belly. Just let it go. Full deep breath. And then go. Stop. Relax your belly. And this time squeeze the Mooladhara. Stop. Mooladhara Swadhisthana. Stop. Mooladhara Swadhisthana Manipura. Mooladhara Swadhisthana Manipura Anahata. And then Vishuddhi. And then maybe higher. More. Full breath in. When you breathe in, relax your belly. If you relax your belly, your breath down will be very smooth, very easy, very filling. Henry, we don't use our hand. You only use your inner muscles. That's all. There are enough muscles inside your body. Sumitra ji, are you doing it? Sumitra ji, are you doing it? Hello, Sumitra ji, can you hear me? Awaaz aa rahi hai, Sumitra ji? For some reason, she can't hear me, it seems. Well, okay. Are we clear? Sangeeta ji, have you understood the Krishna's flute maneuver? Sangeeta Agarwal ji?
I've understood. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, clear? Okay, very good. So, Henry, are we clear? How to squeeze? No use of the hands. Please understand, you are not using your hands. You're only using your inner muscles. Yes, Monica ji, you have a question. You raised your hand.
Yeah. So my question is, when we are doing ha, then the
muscles of the stomach, they contract, right?
Yes. That is how you push out the air.
Okay. Yeah.
So you use, basically it's the diaphragm muscle in particular, which is a very strong muscle. Your diaphragm and your mind are very closely related, by the way. Okay, related in the sense they're very closely connected. Any stress in the mind, any stress there in the mind means your diaphragm muscle will be tight at some level. Therefore, you will notice whenever you are stressed, whether you're angry, whether you are tensed, whether you are sad, any of those emotions, immediate reaction in the belly area. Immediate. Any kind of tension inside your mind, in your mind, anywhere, and your diaphragm will react. You will feel that tightness. But you can break that connection by observing your breath, by practicing belly breathing as often as you can, by making belly breathing your default breath. When belly breathing becomes your default breath, you actually lower your stress levels immensely, hugely. So belly breathing is very important. Somebody shared the link, so please watch it. David G was kind enough to share it, so please watch it and practice it. Somebody else had a question about that. So far, are we clear? Any questions so far? Sumitra ji, have you understood so far? You're not responding. Sumitra ji. Okay. I think I'll have to just give up on Sumitra ji because she's not answering my questions. All right. Okay, somebody said it's one long breath intake and exhale. And that is half at each chakra, is it? Rajkumari ji, I'm not very clear about your question, but I'll explain it the way I did earlier. You take a full deep breath in. The first half, you exhale as much as you can comfortably. Then you stop, relax, ease, let your stomach relax in particular, and then you squeeze at the Muladhara first, then the Muladhara Swadhisthana, then the Muladhara Swadhisthana Manipura, and then Muladhara Swadhisthana Manipura Anahata, and higher. Very simple. That's all you do. Exhale without inhaling. You squeeze, exhale, squeeze, exhale, squeeze, exhale, squeeze, exhale. That's all you do. I hope that's clear, Rajkumari ji. Okay, very good. Once again, take a slow, deep breath in. Full breath. Fuller the better. And then go. Stop. Relax your belly. Squeeze. Muladhara. Relax the belly. Squeeze Muladhara Swadhisthana. Relax the belly. Squeeze 1, 2, 3. Relax the belly. Squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a full breath in. Notice the sound that comes out of your lungs. All the sound that is coming out is a sign that there is some congestion somewhere. Something is trying to come out. The air that is passing through the lungs is grazing it, is there is a friction against it. That is what causes this sound to come from the lungs. It's a good thing because it's telling you that there is some congestion that needs to be released. So keep doing your work and it will keep getting clearer, cleansed, and so on over time. Don't worry if it doesn't happen in one day. Don't worry if it doesn't happen even in a few days, but it will happen over time. So that's enough. Okay, once again, slow, deep breath in. And then go. Stop. Relax the belly. Squeeze 1. Stop. Relax belly. 1, 2. Stop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In breath. So this is as far as the huffing technique is concerned. I trust most of you have understood the huffing technique clearly and you're able to do it well. Any questions? I will answer. Next, we go to the complete yogic breath, the 3 parts of the complete yogic breath. Any questions so far?
You have a question.
Yes, please.
My question is the Sushumna like a central channel that runs just straight through the body, or is it like a loop that comes up the back and then goes down and connects?
It goes, the basic part of the Sushumna runs from the Mooladhara all the way to the Sahasrara. So it's like a tube that connects the whole thing. Now,
okay.
According to Indian mystics, the Sushumna itself has 2 subtler channels within.
Okay.
Chitrini and Brahmini, if I remember right. I'm very bad with these names. So there are 2 subtler channels within the Sushumna. I don't know if you've read some of my articles on various kinds of breath work and so on, but I'll tell you, I'll give you a little introduction to the chakra system in yoga, etc. You've got Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, and Vishuddhi. The 5 chakras actually correspond to 5 different elements: earth, water, fire, air, space. Amazingly, see how beautiful the system is. The organs connected with these chakras do the same thing. The Mooladhara, that's the organ where the anus is, where the waste matter, which is basically matter, is excreted from there. So that is the Mooladhara. Earth. Then there is the water, which corresponds to your Swadhisthana, which has the different, like the bladder, the water bag, the prostrate, the liquid, the liquids, the organs connected with the liquids and so on. Then you come a little higher, you've got the Manipura, that is where your liver, etc. is. So the system breaks down anything. How do you break it down? With heat, with fire. Acid, for example, is it has a fire element in it. That is how it's able to burn things. Yeah. So this is connected with your Manipura. Beautiful. Then your heart, air, your heart, lungs, connected with the Anahata. And then the Vishuddhi, sound, etc. Space. So beautiful. System is so perfect. Your organs are according to that. And now, look at this from the spiritual point of view. If you are stuck at the lowest chakra, that means you are a little more, concerned about your physical survival and so on, and physical needs and food and hunger and stuff like that. You come a little higher, it's a little different, you get involved in pleasure and so on and so forth. You come a little higher, you get involved with power issues, control issues, or about or interacting with greater number of people, society, and influence and so on. You come to the heart, it takes a wider thing, it's about love, it's about sharing with more people and so on. Yeah. And then you come higher, it's about expression, it's about sharing your knowledge, or the best that you have with as many people as you can and so on. So each one becomes subtler. See, water is subtler than earth, fire is subtler than water, air is subtler than fire, and space is subtler than even air. So from the gross to the subtle, to the subtler, to the subtlest. And then if you jump from here, from the Vishuddhi, if you jump here, you've come to Agya, knowledge. This is your knowledge chakra. And then this is your Sahasrara. This is your oneness, about the actual sense of you identifying with the whole universe as you, no difference remaining. and it becomes part of your experience as your life becomes subtler. So yoga in many ways raises your level of subtlety from the grosser to the subtler. Similarly, as we do this work, as we move into subtler realms or levels, we actually are progressing spiritually, because ultimately spirituality, in my understanding, is about becoming subtler. Human life is considered so important. In fact, I shared an article about this just a couple of days back. I'll share it again in the group. Hopefully, you will all be part of it then, so you'll be able to read it. I don't want to spend too much time on that. This is to give you a little bit of an understanding.
Thank you very much.
Not at all. Not at all. I hope that's clearer. Right. So now we come to the complete yogic breath. In the complete yogic breath, you may keep your tongue touching the roof of your mouth if you like. It'll help. When you take a breath, allow that breath to go the same as in the earlier breath in the huffing technique. Let it go to the base, to the Mooladhara in that area, the pelvic region, and let it build all the way up. Take it all the way to the shoulders maybe, but keep your belly relaxed. Even as you're filling it, keep the belly very relaxed. Take a full breath. When you exhale, allow that exhale to start at the base of the spine. Let it move up along the spine. It'll come up and out through the nose, not through the mouth now. Mouth is only for the huffing technique. Your breath moves down and comes up along the spine and out through the mouth. Hopefully, when you do this, your Sushumna is being slowly worked upon. Slowly, your Sushumna gets, a little, like something is asking for the right of way. So it's kind of gently moving through the Sushumna. It's a slow process. It's a gentle process. Keep doing it. It'll keep happening. That's for sure. Keep your belly relaxed. So take a slow deep breath. This is the first part. You take a slow deep breath. Keep your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Belly very relaxed. Full breath in. And the exhale starts at the base of the spine. Let it continue all the way up. Once the full breath is out, what did you do in the huffing technique? After the first breath, you stopped a moment, and then you continued with the second, then stopped, continued with the third. So we'll do the same thing here. We will not do any squeeze now, but the first is just allow that breath to move out. Stop, continue, stop, continue. Same as in the huffing technique. So let's start. Slow deep breath in. And then allow the exhale from the base of the spine. When you feel it's all gone, stop. Relax the belly. Wait a moment. Continue. Again, stop. Wait a moment. Relax the belly. Continue. Repeat. Repeat. So you will notice you can do this also 3, 4, 5 times. So try it once again and notice how many times you can do it. So I hope you can all do it a couple, 3, 4, 5 times maybe. So you do this 3, 4 times or 5 times, like in the huffing technique. We break up all the 3 portions of it into 3 parts. The first part is allow that breath to just leave you, like in the huffing technique. Second 5 times, add a little squeeze. First in the lowest portion, the pelvic region, lower abdomen, higher, all the way. And then the third part, the third segment, 5 times with the Krishna's flute maneuver. Very, very powerful. When you do the Krishna's flute maneuver, particularly with this one, it gains an extra dimension, which you will experience when you do it. If you are throwing out any phlegm, please continue to do it. No problem with that. Slow, deep breath in. But first few times, just that exhale. Stop, go. Stop, go. Allow that to happen. Full deep breath in. And then allow the exhale from the base of the spine. Stomach very relaxed. When it's all gone, stop. Relax your stomach a little more. Continue. Stop. Relax the belly. Continue. Stop. Relax the belly. Continue. So now, maybe some of you are wondering, you expelled all the air the first time. Where did more air come from? So your blood is constantly coming to the lungs and leaving its store of used up gases, carbon dioxide. As it comes into the lungs, for some reason it expands. So you get the feeling that there is more air available. See, it's not drawing in too much oxygen because there is a relatively lesser amount of oxygen available because you're not breathing now, but it absorbs whatever is there and it leaves its store of carbon dioxide, etc., which you are able to channel up along the spine. Let it leave you and then continue doing this 4 or 5 times. Very simple. That's the first part. Second part, the same thing, but now with each exhale, after the first exhale, with each exhale, you will do a little squeeze in the pelvic region and higher. Very simple. Let's try that now. Slow, deep breath in.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
So when we are exhaling in this technique, does the exhale have to be forced or just a normal exhale?
Okay. So now, if you have observed from the very beginning, the term I have been using is allow the breath to leave.
Yeah.
See, I did not say actively exhale. I did not say push the air out. I said allow the air to leave. So the first you are allowing the air to leave. But when you are doing the squeezes, there is obviously a certain amount of pressure that you are using.
Okay.
Yeah, but not too much pressure. We are doing it very gently because we are now employing the squeezes at the different chakra levels. But obviously there is a little bit of pressure. To get that pressure, we have to use the muscles in the stomach area. There are many different kinds of muscles throughout the stomach area. So we use those muscles to squeeze at the Muladhara area, Swadhisthana, Manipura, and so on. That's all we do. Not too much, but as you continue, experiment. Sometimes use a little extra pressure. See how well your body responds to it. Observe what changes when you do it. If there is discomfort, if there is unpleasant, any kind of unpleasant feeling, back up. We do not have to achieve everything the first shot. Enough time to do it. The more you observe your breath, the more your breath will share its secrets with you. See, I'm just as ordinary as anyone else. How did I come across all these secrets of the breath, these insights? Simply by observing. I became friends with my breath. I became intimate with my breath. When you become intimate with someone, something, anything, the moment you build an intimacy with something, that something will reveal its secrets to you. This is a law of life. The moment you become intimate with something, whatever this thing is, it will reveal its secrets to you. Breath has many beautiful secrets. So instead of wasting your intimacy on, all kinds of people and things and situations and so on, why not use your intimacy with your breath? It is your it is your closest ally. It is your most loyal friend. You can't live without companion. You can't live without it at all. Every single moment of your life, it is with you. It's doing so much for you. So why not build an intimacy with your breath? It will give you so much. It will guide you. It will actually begin to guide you in so many ways. So build that intimacy, right? Let's take a slow, deep breath in. Full breath. All in. You can wait for a moment. Allow the exhale. All gone. Stop. Relax a moment. Allow the squeezes. Relax. Again. Relax. Again. Relax. Again. Relax. Again. See, something wants to come out. Good sign. Ranjana ji, you're not expelling too much phlegm today, right? Not so much. You did it in the morning already. Very good. Very good.
So this is like Kapal Bharti. You leave the air like Kapal Bharti, something like Kapal Bharti.
No, Kapal Bharti is a different thing. Kapal Bharti, you go.
No, but not speedily, but it's something like that.
No, but in Kapal Bharti, you breathe in every time.
No.
After, yes.
Yes, yes.
You don't do it as a breath, but it comes in. You allow that to happen. Here, you're not allowing any breath to come in. You're only pushing it out. So double benefit. One is whatever stale air is there in any part of your lungs, you are slowly pushing it out. Number one. Number two, when you do this, some contaminants, some things that have congested your cause congestion inside you, that starts leaving you. Basically mucus or any other contaminants and so on, they start leaving you. That's all you do.
But the muscles are like Kapal Bharti only. They are working like Kapal Bharti.
Yes, basically they'll have to, because after all, when you do the expulsion of the air, the same muscles have to be used. Basically, it's still your diaphragm muscle. For the most part, it is the diaphragm muscle.
Okay, thank you.
Right. So once again, slow, deep breath in. Fill it up. Stop a moment. Allow the exhale. All gone. Stop. Relax the belly. Continue with the squeeze at in the lower area, in the pelvic region. Then higher, pelvic and higher. Pelvic, lower abdomen, upper abdomen. And then continue. Right? Continue. So when you do this in the second part, you can actually do some squeezes in the chest area internally, internal squeezes. So you'll be able to squeeze like the sponge that your lungs are. You'll be able to, as if squeeze something out of your lungs. So you do this again 5 times, and after that we will add the Krishna's flute maneuver. Very, very powerful technique, especially with this, and when we do the next part, which is the Anulom Vilom, which I will bring in after some time. So now let's do 5 times the complete yogic breath with the Krishna's flute maneuver. Remember, in the Krishna's flute maneuver, first breath, everything leaves you. Then you relax your belly. With the second breath, you engage your perineum, which is the Muladhara. Second, you engage the perineum and the Swadhisthana. Then the perineum, Swadhisthana, Manipura, and higher. We keep just building on that. So please do this whole cycle 5 times. Slow, deep breath in, full breath. Stop a moment, allow the exhale. Up along the spine, from the base of the spine. All gone. Stop, relax your belly. Then continue with the squeeze at the Muladhara. Stop, Muladhara, Swadhisthana. Stop, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. Stop, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, and Anahata. Higher. Yeah. Somebody's getting this sound, something wants to come out, let it come out. If something needs to be expelled, throw it out. It's very good. The more you are able to throw out phlegm, the better. So please throw it out. So do this a total of 5 times at least. Done once. Take a slow deep breath. Fill up the whole system. Relax for a moment and then allow the exhale. All gone. Stop. Relax the belly. Continue with the squeeze at the Muladhara. Then relax. Muladhara, Swadhisthana. Relax. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everything. Again. Full breath in.
To ask something.
Haji.
So in the second one, you squeeze the chakras and you leave it, and in the third one, you keep squeezing and keep holding also, all together.
No. We don't keep holding. So first we squeeze the Muladhara, release. Then Muladhara, Swadhisthana, release. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, release. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anhat, release. So it's engage, release, engage, release, engage, release.
So this is the third one.
This is the third part of the Krishna's of the complete yogic breath. So in the huffing technique, 3 parts. First is huff without anything. Then huff with the gentle squeezes in the pelvic, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, etc. And third is with the Krishna's flute maneuver. So what does Krishna's flute maneuver do? It refines the earlier one. It goes a little deeper into it. It becomes a little more specialized. If you in the complete yogic breath, the same thing. The first one is allow that breath to leave you 1, 2, 3, 4 times or 5 times, whatever. Allow that to happen. Now your system is ready for this. The movement is happening well. Then you bring in the squeezes. Same as in the huffing, first in the pelvic region, pelvic, and then the lower abdomen, pelvic, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and so on. Just keep building it up. That's all. And then you go one step deeper, which is the Krishna's flute maneuver. Very, very powerful. You squeeze at the Muladhara, then Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, like that. You keep doing that. It's so powerful. Once you've started using it, you will begin to see how immensely useful it is, especially for your Sushumna. I really do not believe there are too many techniques out there that work on your Sushumna so well as this one. And then if you use the Hanuman master breath with it, oh boy, you are on a very, very fast ticket to highway to Adhyatmic growth.
What is Hanuman master breath?
That is part of another program, which is included in the Raise Your Vibrations program. I also use some of it in the Tridosha balancing. Tridosha balancing again is a very powerful program for people who have kapha dosh, especially because I have kapha dosh. I've experimented with that. You have kapha dosh, so see that there is a current program going on at this moment.
Yeah, I'm part of that also.
Oh, you are part of that. Yes. Very good. So you gain in both. You gain in the Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya. You are doing the cleansing at a more grosser level, but over there you will go to slightly more subtler aspects of your breath. You will see that as we go. So I'll bring in elements of the Hanuman master breath in that, so you'll understand. Very, very powerful technique. And then when you work it all together, then you really see the benefits. Right. So once again, slow, deep breath in. Hold for a moment and then allow the exhale. All gone. Stop. Continue with the first squeeze, number 1, Muladhara. Stop. Muladhara, Swadhisthana. Stop. Relax. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you do this, you'll actually begin to feel very quickly that your breath feels lighter, smoother. If something needs to come out, you have to throw it. So you've done this 4 or 5 times. You've done the second part of the Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya in totality.
I have a question.
Yes, please. Yes, go on.
Okay, when we release from the bottom, and if I hold on to it, it is easier for me to get on to the next one. But if I make it, when I relax it, I take in a lot of air. So what am I supposed to do? Am I to hold on to it and then go on to the next and then next and next?
Yeah,
it is easier for me that way. It
Try.
is easier for me this way.
Yeah, so try it sometimes. Don't fight over it too much. Do what is easier, but sometimes try to do the not easier part as well. Because each time you relax and engage again, you are gaining a little more control over your system.
But then I'm taking in too much air.
Yeah, so let your mind tell your body not to allow it to happen. You'll gain control over it. As you continue trying it slowly, don't fight it. Just do it once in a while. जैसे अभी थोड़ा ट्राई किया, हो गया तो बहुत अच्छा, नहीं हुआ, leave it for today, try it again next day. So your body does not come into that position of confrontation with you. कि मैं तो करूंगा, ऐसे ही करूंगा, अब तू क्या कर सकती है, कर ले. So we don't want to get into that fight with the body. If your body says no, I'm going to do it now this way.
One more question.
Yeah.
So when you start at the bottom, it's 1, then 1, 2.
Yeah.
Then 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
And
yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. So
Five.
it's like sare ga, nahi sa.
Yes.
Sare
ga,
sare ga ma. Okay, now I got it.
Yes, very good. I love that. I love that. You brought in the musical aspect, Krishna's flute. Very good. That's how I'm going to explain it in the future. Very good. Right. So sare gama pa, whatever. Right. Very good. So this is the first 2 parts, the Huffing Technique and the Complete Yogic Breath. I'm going to introduce the third part, which is the Anulom Vilom, which most of you are familiar with, but we'll start that process anyway. What you do is you take your fingers, the first 2 fingers, put them at the base of your thumb. So your thumb is separate and your ring finger and little finger are together. Your thumb goes to your right nostril and your ring finger goes to your left. See, the movement is so easy. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Easy. So when you change, it should be simultaneous. You block the right, and then when you release the right, the left gets blocked. Same thing with the right, and so on. So the changeover is very
Smooth,
coordinated, so it moves together, because we don't want a break in that. So if you are breathing out with the left, you also breathe in with the left. So that's another part of this. When we start the Anulom Vilom, we start by blocking the right, exhaling with the left. Then you inhale with the left, block the left, exhale with the right. Inhale with the right, block it, exhale with the right, exhale with the left. So very simple. You start by blocking the right, exhaling with the left. And then very simple. First you exhale, then you inhale. Same nostril. First exhale, then inhale. That's the very, very basic part as far as the Anulom Vilom is concerned. But we are going to do Anulom Vilom with a little difference. What is the difference? What we did in the first one, in the Huffing Technique, we allow the exhale, then we stop, and then we allow some more exhale. We stop, allow some more exhale. Very simple. But when we allow the exhale, we try to allow whatever wants to leave as much. You know, it's not like we are holding back some for the next one. No, we are allowing whatever needs to go, and then we wait for a moment, add some more. So let's start by blocking the right and start by exhaling with the left. All gone. Stop. Relax your belly. Continue exhaling. All gone. Stop. Relax the belly. Some more exhale. And then inhale with the left. Block the left. Exhale with the right. All gone. Stop. Don't breathe. Wait a moment. Continue to exhale. Don't breathe. Relax. Continue to exhale. Stop. Continue to exhale. And then inhale with the right. Block the right. Exhale with the left. All gone. Stop. Don't inhale. Wait a moment. Exhale some more. Stop. Wait a moment. Exhale some more. And then inhale with the left. Block the left. Exhale with the right. Full exhale gone. Stop. Wait a moment. Continue. All gone. Stop. Continue. Again. Inhale with the right. Block the right. Exhale with the left. All gone. Stop. Continue. Stop. Continue. So this is the basic technique. Very simple. Same as the others. You are doing the Anulom Vilom, but the only thing extra you're doing now is, like in the Huffing Technique and the Complete Yogic Breath, you continue with the exhales a little longer, because that is how this program was born. The knowledge that the exhales can sometimes be very, very long. That is what we are building upon. So this is the basic thing. So tomorrow when we come to our session, please do whatever you have learned so far, and then we'll go deeper with the Anulom Vilom, include the other aspects. Very simple. Yes, go on.
Quick question. Sorry to interrupt. Can I ask what the benefits are of blocking and unblocking the nostrils? Like, what does that add to it?
Left is the Ida, right is the Pingala. The sun, the moon nadi, the sun nadi. Now, sometimes I go a little beyond my brief. So I'm going to go a little beyond my brief again.
Okay.
There is so much electricity in the environment. There is so much electrical charge in the environment. Yes or no?
Yes, definitely.
Where is this electrical charge coming from?
The air.
Okay, but how is it coming in the air?
By friction of the molecules in the air.
This is what conventional wisdom says, but what kind of friction is there to create so much electrical charge?
Good question.
My theory, again, it's just a theory. It's just, I observe things and I make my own things about it. See, the earth is rotating around this, it's rotating on its axis, and the sun and the moon, it's moving around the sun. It's the moon is moving around the earth, and the earth is moving around the sun. So as this movement is happening, electricity is being generated, I think, because after all, the sun is, you know, a lot of heat, a lot of energy there, and this movement is happening, right? And moon is supposed to be cool or whatever, you know, and this is what is generating the energy, in my understanding. I could be wrong.
I like that.
You like that? Very good. I'm glad you
Yeah.
like it. My
Sun and
theory.
moon energies. Mm.
Now, this is your moon nadi, the left, and this is your right, the sun nadi. When you move both of these, in some ways, your body is replicating what the sun is doing.
Mm.
And you are generating electrical charge in your system. 50 trillion cells inside your body. Each cell has an estimated charge of 0.07 volts. So that's like 350 billion volts of electrical charge in the system. It's required for all the functions in the body. And it is coming mainly through the breath. Anulom Vilom is considered a very, very important pranayam, a very important part of the yogic practices, and a great way also to cleanse the system, while at the same time, in my understanding, generating electrical charge in the body, in my understanding.
Wonderful.
So
Thank you very much.
that is what we do. So please do this tomorrow before our sessions. You may do it once, twice, or more, and then we'll build a little more into whatever we have done. Any
How
questions?
long do this? Anulom Vilom.
Yeah. You want to do it now?
Nee, how long we should do daily?
Same as the others. 15 to kariye. You want to do more, by all means do it. Anulom Vilom, if you do it 100 times, it won't hurt you.
Okay.
You do it 500 times, it won't hurt you if you can do it. Gently, aram se karte rahiye. It's a very beautiful pranayam. Do it. Just do it. I do it all day long. Sometimes, well, not all day long, but sometimes I do quite a few times in the morning, then quite a few times in the afternoon. Sometimes when I get a little more involved, I do more, and so on. Anything else? Any other questions?
I had a question.
Yes, Sandhya ji.
Actually, today I realized, like after yesterday, today I can feel some internally, some muscles telling me they are there. I mean, so is that okay? Or does it mean I'm over exercising them? I'm over using them?
See, like I said, if there is a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of sensation, there should be no problem. If it is too much, if it is too disconcerting, back off for a while. But don't leave the practices. For heaven's sake, don't leave the practices. Kuch bhi acha karne jate hain. Especially, anything connected with Adhyatma, when we start on that path, something will come to challenge us. Something will always come to challenge us. That is my experience. Don't get scared by that challenge.
Okay.
Stick to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I slept very well after yesterday's.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Wasn't that amazing?
I was off my sedation, any kind of
Yes.
sedation, and I could sleep well.
Okay, I think the other participants should hear what she says and see,
After
the power
years of the medicine that I used to take for sleep, I could go off it yesterday.
Can I request you to make a video and share this testimonial?
I will.
You will? Great, very good. Wonderful.
Well done.
Wonderful. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Somebody was saying something?
Davis
Okay,
was
very-
appreciating it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
okay.
appreciating it, and also I would agree. Like I'm starting to feel the muscles when I do the squeezes. I'm starting to feel the internal muscles.
As long as they're not uncomfortable in some way, as long as they're not
Sure.
causing you any kind of unpleasantness, it's fine. If there is something like that, slow down.
Sure.
Sumitra ji, want to say something? Okay. Slow, deep breath in, and we'll do our 3 ohms. Slow, deep breath. Thank you all. Please send me a message on that number that I've shared here. I will do it one more time so that everyone remembers it. 92539, and I'll add you to the Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya group. Thank you all. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.
Thank you, Rajesh ji.
Thank you, Devuji. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, Sanjana ji.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.